Right, dear friends, the time has come here in another video sponsored by Squarespace, where we will continue our righteous quest to fill up our sketchbook with more drawings. Once again, we're using this copper pen here because I like it that much. It's being used in more than one video. How crazy is that? Also have a package here from someone named Christina. It says, please read. Hi, Peter, don't mind my bad handwriting. I swear I am just super excited to finally get to write to you. Very kind letter. Thank you. I appreciate that, Christina. I do remember a lot of tweets from you. Sorry, all I said was sup. But thank you for the kind letter and these cool building things. And these sour bright crawlers. Very berry. Got an air freshener here. There you go. Here I present to you my version of the Tesseract. Well, really, I think it's just as close as you can come to making a cube with these interesting little building blocks. Very creative. I know. It looks cool, though. All right, and here we have a kablooper blooper, which is a important tool for certain scientific experiments involving the production, creation, reproduction, manufacturing of kabloops, and it's obviously a very advanced piece of machinery. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is that's the business end there. And you look in through the heart shape here, and then kabloop. Thanks for sending these cool blocks and stuff, Christina. Sorry I haven't been responding to more of your tweets, or I'm not able to talk more, but glad to have you around. Take it easy. All right, let's get to drawing. Now here's a good way to create a worldwide, indomitable, SEO-soaked online presence, which you have complete control over, unlike all of that social media where you're constricted to their specific layout and design. Here on Squarespace, you can select a template and then customize it to your extreme picky preferences. And this is where it's good to be picky, because you can present your projects and passions and whatever you're into and what you're working on to the world just how you wanna, all while still seamlessly and effortlessly integrating the social media presence and content you've put so much effort into curating. So go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/PeterDraws for 10% off your first website or domain. All right, now let's talk business. I'm going to hit you with my top 5 breakfast foods, and these are just things I sat down 1 minute ago and took about 1 minute, maybe less, 30 seconds to write down my top 5 breakfast foods. What if I could wake up tomorrow and have something to eat for breakfast, what would it be? And this is if it turned out perfect, and ideally if I didn't have to make it for myself, because if I did, it probably wouldn't turn out perfect. All right, the first thing that popped into my head was pancakes, waffles. All right, that's number 1. And that popped into my head first just because maybe it's so stereotypical. I'm not sure that's actually what I would want the most, but it's what popped into my head first. And this is kind of a controversial thing in my head because so many times there's so many little things that can go wrong with pancakes and waffles for me. Hey, when they're good, but they can so quickly just become average or subpar, right? They can quickly become just like not a nice thing to eat for me. And I will maybe sound kind of a little bit nitpicky here. But look, for example, I think maybe this is my own fault. Lots of times when I've tried to put butter on pancakes and slash or waffles in the past, I've tried to put butter on there that was cold butter. It wasn't, I don't know, maybe I grew up, we kept butter in the fridge, which is weird because you think you can just keep it out on the table or something. Room temperature butter would be so much better for this, especially for a nice hot pancake. When you try to put cold butter on a pancake, especially if it's already a pancake that's nice and warm and moist, especially if there's already like something else on it, like syrup or something that's making it softer, that will tear the pancake up. It's not a good experience, okay? That's one thing that can ruin a pancake experience. Trying to spread cold butter on it. Another thing is not having the perfect amount of syrup. Either too little or too much syrup can easily ruin both pancakes and waffles. And the same thing goes for temperature. If they usually aren't too hot. You can eat them right after you finish cooking them, I feel like. And by the time you finish putting everything you want on the pancakes and waffles, they're usually good to go. They're the perfect temperature. But if you just wait like a little bit too long, if the pancake reaches room temperature by the time you're eating it, it's just not that good anymore. It's just like you're eating a piece of bread or something. I guess I'm just not that big on bread if it's nice and hot. And I just love. I mean, I'm not a health nut. Okay, I eat bad. I know that, but I feel bad looking back on a breakfast of pancakes I just ate and thinking, wow, did I just slather a bunch of bread, sugary bread in butter, and I poured syrup all over it, and I just had that for breakfast? I don't know. Anyways, all right, number 2. Eggs Benedict. That's what popped into my head. That's my favorite way to eat eggs currently. Fried eggs are probably my second favorite way. I have no idea how to make Eggs Benedict, but if I go to like a breakfast place or a brunch place and Eggs Benedict is an option, the hollandaise sauce, that's so good. Growing up, I didn't like fried eggs, the slimy, runny stuff in the middle grossed me out, but now scrambled eggs kind of gross me out a little bit. I don't know why I flip-flopped on that, but I did, and I love fried eggs now, but Eggs Benedict are amazing. Love those. All right, number 3 is leftover pizza, pizza. There's just something amazing about just waking up and it's just there. It's ready to go, right in there in the box. Just that faint, distant reminder of whatever happened last night. Maybe it was crazy. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe all that happened was you couldn't finish the pizza, which is probably a good thing, but now you are. And it's room temperature. I think it's great. Leftover pizza is amazing. And I mean, the only thing I can imagine being better than that is somehow having fresh, hot pizza for breakfast. I mean, that would be incredible. I'll be the first one to admit that I don't think there really is a thing as foods which you can and can't have for breakfast. There are typical breakfast foods, but I don't think it's weird to eat certain things for breakfast. If someone says that's a lunch food or that's not a breakfast food, it doesn't really make sense. Which leads me into number 4, which is hamburger. I love a good hamburger for breakfast. Sometimes I stay up pretty late and then I wake up pretty late because of that. And so a lot of times by the time I get around to eating breakfast because I wake up and then it takes me like an hour or two sometimes before I get my mind and my life together enough to get around to eating breakfast. And it's like 11 or 12 sometimes before I eat breakfast. And it's like lunchtime. Sometimes it's hamburger time around then. I end up having a hamburger for breakfast. And it's great. I love that. It's a great breakfast food. And then number 5, I'm going to hit you with parfait. Now, this is one of the rare, few and far between times when I'm down with eating granola. Because I usually, this is one of the things that, one of the problems people have with things like hamburger for breakfast. They say it's too heavy or something. I think granola is too heavy for breakfast most of the time. My problem is sometimes I feel like I'm eating like a bowl of granola. I don't know maybe I put the wrong stuff with it. Maybe the parfait is the perfect way to couch the granola, right? Sometimes I just feel like if I have granola just with milk or something, maybe that's totally inaccurate. Maybe that's not what I should be doing at all. But sometimes I just sit there. I feel like I'm just sitting there chewing and chewing. And it's just like crunch, 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 chew, chew, chew. I'm just like, this is not what I want to be doing with my life, sitting there at the beginning of my day just chewing. And I feel like I'm some sort of mulching machine. And it's not a good way to start the day for me is all. It's just too much chewing. And I don't know, I don't like it. But parfaits are nice. The granola, the yogurt, maybe a little bit of fruit in there. That's what a parfait is, right? I think that's what a parfait is. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like those. And of course, with almost all of this, coffee. Coffee's good. I can drink coffee with all of it. Black coffee. Yes. Oh, please. Give me the black coffee. I want it. Any time of day, actually. Probably not later than 5 or 6 in the afternoon, though. All right. Let me know what you think about breakfast. Anything I missed that I should try? I mean, I like pastries, Danishes, croissants, donuts, but it's not like a whole breakfast. I'm not big on bread. I know bread is extremely popular, and a lot of people just love bread, but it just makes me kind of thirsty, and it just seems more like a side thing I would nibble on. I do like croissants, though, and donuts. I feel bad about eating donuts because they're like too good. They seem like a dessert. Bagels are too heavy. Once again, bagels seem like too much chewing. They're too chewy. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Take it easy. See you later. Goodbye.